Okay, good morning. Let's get started. You're going to need both of your bricks today. We'll see if we have to put the shades down. Let's come to our mats. I said the light is so beautiful on the lake this morning. It's sort of hard to see, I think, from the video, but it's just lovely out. Okay, today we're going to be working on shoulders, neck, arms, fingers. So if you have issues with any of those, this might be the class that might give you some ideas for things to work through that. But let's start in a seated position. If you want to sit on a block, just to be a little more comfortable, feel free to do so. Move your skin around on your hip bones so you have a nice connection with the earth or whatever you're sitting on. And let's close our eyes. Start with a little breath work. So important to breathe and to relax our face. The other night, I could not get my face to relax. I had to really work on it. You know, it's just the tensions of the day and everything in our life can just really become an unconscious stressor. So let's close our eyes. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, move your neck around a little bit. Make sure you're not holding any tension. And just come to a focus on the breath through the nose, in and out. Relax your tongue, relax your jaw, space between your teeth. If you'd like to set an intention for your class today, do so now. We're going to begin with just some relaxed breathing. So beginning deep in the belly, expanding out into the sides of the rib cage, continuing to inhale up into the top of the lungs, and then exhaling again through the nose, reversing it from the top of the lungs, collapsing the inside of the ribs, and then finally at the diaphragm. And again, inhale. And exhale. Relax the shoulders. Again, inhale. And exhale. Just find a pattern or a rhythm that works for you. Maybe trying to elongate the exhalation a little each time. Really focusing on the way your diaphragm moves, the way the breath enters and exits the body. Just observing. And noticing any tension, trying to breathe through it and release it as you breathe. Do a couple more on your own. Make your last exhalation your last concentrated, focused breath, and then just return to normal breathing. And then keeping your eyes closed, let's drop the neck and do some gentle neck rolls, inhaling as we go up onto your left side. Coming to the top and then exhaling down the other side. Check your shoulders, keep them down. Again, inhaling. And exhaling down the other side. Again, inhale. And exhale. Let's go the other way. Inhale. Noticing how things feel. And exhale. Again, inhale. Trying to relax as much as you can, especially the shoulders, your jaw. Exhaling as you come down the other side. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now bringing your face up to level, let's trace within, you can keep your eyes open or shut, whichever you prefer. Trace a box in front of you with your face. Go up to the side, to a corner, over to the other side, down, across, and up. Inhale over, exhale down the side, inhale across the body, up, one more. Now let's go the other way, same box, just go the other way. Do a few of these, just noticing the sensation. See if you can make the box a little bit bigger. One more time. And when you're ready, come to center. You can open your eyes. Let's look up as high as you can, and then look down. Again, just the neck. We're not working with the shoulders. Just up and down. Up, sitting nice and tall. Chest open and down. Come to the center. Now look over your right shoulder, keeping those shoulders back. Relax the jaw. Come back to center. Inhale, look to the other side. Keep the shoulders out of it, but open the chest space as much as you can. Just to a comfortable stretch and come back to center. Take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder, little pressure to keep that shoulder down, and then let's gently let the neck, the head drop to your left shoulder. And relax, try to relax both shoulders so you get a nice stretch on that side of the neck. And breathe. Relax your jaw, keep space between your teeth. And release. Now do the other side. Right arm onto left shoulder. Drop the head now to the right shoulder. Again, the hand is just sort of guiding to keep the shoulder from coming up. Finding that nice stretch here. Nothing crazy, just a gentle stretch. And breathe. And come back to center. Let's stretch, do a little bit of shoulder work. We're going to shrug our shoulders, lift the shoulders up, squeeze, 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 up as close to our ears as we can. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. Let them drop. Inhale, lift the shoulders, squeeze, 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 and then relax. Really fully relax. One more time. Lift and squeeze hard as you can, and then relax. Shrug it out. Interlock your fingers in front of you. Bring them up over the head, press the palms to the back or to the sky, and let's gently pulse the hands to the back of the body. Sitting nice and tall, chin is level with the floor. And breathe. Let's do about 20 pulses, just feeling this as straight, keeping your arms as straight as is comfortable. I mean, don't hurt yourself, but just really want to get a nice opening of the shoulders. And then let's pulse to your right, feeling it in the shoulders. Oh, I just felt something crack in my back. Nice and tall. Relax that chin. Now come back to center. Let's do the other side, pulsing. Nice stretch. The more you can straighten your arms, the more of a stretch you get out of the shoulder and the side, opposite side of the body. And come back to center, release your arms and shrug it out. Interlock the fingers now, and let's do some gentle wrist rolls. You can get the elbows and the shoulders into it, just whatever feels good. Moving those joints. Go the other way. And then let's shake it out. Bring your hands out, spread your fingers wide, make a fist, wide, fist, wide, fist. Shake it out. Press the hands together, lift the elbows, and find a nice stretch here in the wrist. And breathe. Try to relax your jaw here and your shoulders. Just working on getting a little stretch in the wrists. Shake it out. Now press them against the back of the palms. Same thing. Keep your elbows up. The same level as your wrist. Nice spread. And shake it out. Another one we can do is put the fingers on the floor in front of you so that your fingers are facing in towards the body. The palms are down. And this is be very gentle here. It's just a nice stretch on the back of the or underside of the forearms. And just play with this a little bit, maybe pulse into it. Find your stretch. Again, nothing big. This is a gentle joint. This is a small joint, so we want to be gentle. Just nice to feel that stretch on the underside of the forearms. Shake it out. Some finger work. Bring your left hand out as though you're handing me some money. Bend your elbow. Take your other hand, the four fingers of your other hand, and grab your pinky finger. Give it a little squeeze as you inhale, and then exhale. Straighten the arm. Gently pull that finger back in towards the body. Again, very gentle. And exhale, relax. Now take the four fingers around your ring finger. Exhale, straighten that left arm. Gently pull the finger back while maintaining a little squeeze and release. Keep going with the third finger. Exhale, squeeze, feeling the stretch. If you think about it, you can really feel the stretch the whole way up the arm, the way these fingers are connected. Let's go with the pointer finger now. Exhale, straighten the arm. Gentle squeeze, gentle stretch back. Relax your jaw and your shoulders and release. Now grab the four fingers around the thumb and do the same with the thumb. Gentle squeeze, gentle stretch and release. Shake it out and just noticing the way one hand feels between the other. It's quite lovely. Let's do the other side. Now we're going to take your right hand, bend the elbow as you inhale, squeeze the pinky, exhale, straighten the arm. Finding a stretch in that little pinky. And release. Inhale, fingers around the fourth finger, gentle squeeze. Exhale, straighten the arm, find your stretch. Keep your neck relaxed. And release. Third finger. Stretch and squeeze. Inhale, relax. Fingers around the pointer finger. Exhale, straighten the arm. It seems like such a luxury to take the time for each individual finger. Now let's take the thumb, but it feels really nice. And if you have trouble with your hands, this is a nice little bit of love that you can show them. And release, shake it out. Take a moment with your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and just notice the energy now moving through your hands. How nice that is. Open your eyes, bring both hands forward with your palms facing each other. I'm going to take my left hand. Well, I'm mirroring you. Take your left hand and make a rainbow over the body, following the hand with your eyes to the back, and then rainbow back to the front. Let's do that again. We're going to do a few of these. Just feeling the range of motion, keeping it as wide as you can, maybe reaching back a little bit there. Follow the hand back to the front. Inhale, up and over, and exhale, back to the front. Now, same arm, we're going to open the door, go sideways, around to the back, as though you're opening the door as wide as you can, following your hand with your eyes, bring it back forward. For one, let's do a second one. Slowly opening the door, feeling that shoulder, opening, 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 coming back. One more to the front. Inhale, open. Really trying to get a little bit extra this time as you open. And exhale back to the front. Shake it out. We'll do the other side. Bring both hands out. Now we're going to do rainbow to the other side. Following your hand with your eyes. Whoa, this side is definitely not as good as my right side. That's okay. Everybody is stronger on one than the other. Inhale for 2. And exhale back forward. Inhale for 3, following the hand with your eye. Open, open, and exhale for 4. Now open the door, same arm. Open as wide as you can. Wide, wide, wide. Exhale back to forward. Oh, that one feels really tight. Good to work on this one. And back. I'm feeling things snap, crackle, pop in my back. And open, open. Last one. A little extra. And then come back to center. Hands down, shake it out. Bring your hands up to the side as though you're a cactus with your elbows in line with your shoulders. Hands are facing forward. Now, as though you're imagining tension, that you're pushing something down, push down with the hands so that the hands come down to about elbow level. Now, push back up, but again, with tension, really working the hands as though you're really trying to push something up. And again, pushing down, really tensing the hands so you're pushing something really heavy, closed, and then opening it again. Keeping the chin level with the floor. Press one more time. Press slowly, slowly, but hard, 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 hard. And then pressing up, up to the sky. Shake it out. Bring your arms back up to the same position. Now we're going to bring the elbows in together as though we're closing that cactus, and then open. Back as far as you can, opening the chest, and then close. Now, if you can't get your elbows totally together, do the best you can, feeling the opening behind the shoulder blades as you bring the elbows in. Open, opening the heart space, exhale, closing but the elbows, but feeling the opening between the shoulder blades. One last time, open, and then close. Really pressing them together to get that nice opening between the shoulder blades. Relax, and shake it out. Bring your arms now that with your elbows into, lock them against your rib cage, hands out in front as though you're holding a tray, and then keeping those elbows against the body. Let's go this way, open this way. See how far you can open, and then exhale, close. Keep your chin level with the floor. Open again. Feel like you're using the thumbs to pull the arms open, 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 and then close. Inhale, open. This is not that easy, but working into the shoulders, getting a nice opening here, and then exhale, close. Shake it out. Bring the arms behind you now. I'll turn to the side so you can see. We're just going to straighten the arms out behind. We're going to pulse them up, sitting up nice and tall, as if someone had a string from the top of your head and they're pulling you up and want to sit up nice and strong. And then pulse to the back. Pulse, keep the arms straight. Chin is level with the floor. Let's do about 20 of these. You can get a really nice workout with your arms to build some nice strength as well as flexibility without using any weights at all. It's more in the repetitions. And if you do, say 10 or 20 of these, you may start to feel it. And do it until it gets to be too much. If it starts to really burn, it's a sign that you're maxing out the muscles, and then you can relax and stop. I'm going to keep doing a few more of these. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax, shrug your shoulders, shake it out. Keep your jaw nice and relaxed in your neck. Take the arms out, and this time let's make a fist with our hands. We're going to do small circles behind us, sitting up nice and tall, resting on your sits bones, reaching back, small circles. Doesn't have to be fast. Noticing the muscles that you're using in the arms as you do these circles. Again, try to do about 20. That's probably about 10. And then let's go the other way. Can feel it, right? Nice little burn. Really using the muscles, but we're not using any weights. Don't have to. Few more. And shake it out. And you can do bigger circles, you can do little circles, whatever works for you. Bring your hands out now to the side with your hands bent as though you're pressing the walls away. Now we're going to do some circles. Keep the arms nice and straight. Again, small or large circle. Maybe start small, maybe getting bigger. Working, feeling this movement of the shoulder joint. Sitting up nice and tall, relax your jaw, but keep your chin level with the floor. Looking straight ahead. Do about 20 one way. And then let's go the other way. Relax the jaw. Do as many as you can. If 20 is too many, do whatever works for you. Relax the jaw and your neck. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Shake out your neck, shake out your shoulders, everything nice and relaxed. Inhale, bring the arms up to the sky in a V shape. Drop your left hand and touch the floor for support. Really scoot down in through your hips and take the upper arm, bring the back of the hand to your left. This is the right hand, back of the right hand to the inside knee of your left. Inhale, reaching up to the sky with your head, and exhale, twisting using the shoulder, keeping your chin as you inhale up, keep the chin over the chest. We don't want the chin twisting here. Inhale up, finding space in the spine. Exhale, pulling that shoulder back a little more, getting a nice twist in the upper body. Inhale up, exhale, twist. And on the last one, look over the shoulder and then release and come back to center. Shake it out. Same thing, other side. Arms up. Now drop the other hand to the floor for support. Bring the upper hand, back of the hand to the knee. Inhale, reaching up, finding space in the spine. Exhale, opening that back shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Keeping the head over the front of the body. We're not looking back. Inhale up. One more twist. Inhale up. And on the last twist, looking over that shoulder and then release. Let's shake it out. Now let's move to all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and let's just do some nice big circles, just some twirls, loosening up the lower back, the shoulders, the hips, just whatever feels good. You can make some nice big old circles, some figure eights, go one way. Then let's go the other way. Coming back to center. Bringing your right hand to your ear. We're going to inhale, lift that elbow up and follow it with your eyes, and then down. Again, inhale up and open, keeping the torso as steady as you can, as though you had a glass of water on your back that you don't want to spill. Let's do a couple more, but open. Keep the jaw soft as your eyes follow the elbow. One more. And down. Let's do the other side. Hand to the ear. Inhale up and open. Exhale down. Inhale up. Eyes follow. Chin is tucked. Inhale up and down. Two more. Up. Feeling that opening in the shoulder. Up and down. Very good. Excuse me. With your hands under your shoulders, we're going to drop the chest, keeping the arms straight, and then coming back up. So just shoulder drops, just dropping in to the shoulders, allowing the chest to come down. Again, keeping the hands straight. It's a small movement, but just feeling that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get a sense of what we're doing here. You're just letting the shoulder blades drop and then pressing back up. And breathe. One more. Okay, and you can come back up, shake your hands out. Then we're going to come back onto all fours. Lift the knees or your feet up behind you. We're just going to do some forward push-ups, half push-ups from the knees, just keeping the elbows going back towards the body, not out to the side. We're going to just come down as far as you're comfortable. Don't have to touch the nose to the floor unless you can, and then go for it. And then push, dropping the head, push up, dropping, and build up to these. You may only be able to do a couple at first. That's fine. Really feel like the strengthening of your arm here. Arms pressing up through the hands. I think that's 7. I'm going to try to do 10. 8. Strengthening the shoulders for 9. One more. And come up. Again, if you can do more, if you can go lower, Absolutely challenge yourself wherever you are. Taking your hands wide on your mat now, and I'm take my glasses off, my hands out at about a 45-degree angle. My hips are back a little bit, and I'm taking a very wide stance with my arms. I'm going to bend I'm mirroring you, my left arm, keeping my right arm straight, and bring the cheek down to the floor and finding that stretch. Now, you may have to adjust your hands here to get that cheek down. You may not even be able to get the cheek down, and that's fine too. Just find your stretch in the shoulder. We're trying to get that opposite shoulder, that right shoulder, down to the floor as close as we can. And it doesn't matter how close it is. It's really just finding that stretch. And breathe here for a couple of breaths. If it's uncomfortable, pull out of it a little bit. Let your hips go back. And then let's come up to center. Now we're going to go to the other side. Again, find your position of your hands where you're comfortable, getting as low with that left shoulder as you can to the floor on the side of your cheek. I'm sort of on my head because if I'm on my cheek, I don't think you're going to be able to hear me. But finding that stretch and then just feeling that shoulder fall heavy to the floor. Relax into it as much as you can. Keep your jaw soft and breathe. Then come up to center. One more here. With your hands under your shoulders, again, we're on all fours, knees are under your hips. We're going to drop the forearms to the floor. Now notice my hips go back a little bit when I do that. That's all right. And then press up through the hands to come back up. Drop the forearms down. I'm not going wide with my arms. Press back up. Down again. Press back up. Keep going with the breath. Building a little bit of strength here in the arms. And you do as many as you can. For some people, this might not be hard. For other people, you might find this very hard. So just work with where you are. And then when you practice this video again, try to push it a little bit. Try to add 1 or 2 more. I think I'm going to do 4 more. Press up. Relax down. 2 more. And 1 more. Press up. Take your knees wide and let's come into our child pose and take a breath. Can put your head on a brick here if you're comfortable. If it's hard for you, if you need whatever modifications for child, feel free to take them. Hands can be at the side or out in front of you, whatever feels most relaxing. And breathe. It is important as we age to keep our strength up so that we can lift up those grandkids or just do the things of independent living, carry our own groceries, clean our houses, do the things that we want to be able to live independently. And as we age, we lose muscle mass very quickly, so we have to work hard to maintain it. So coming up out of your child pose, you can still be on your legs. And in fact, the weight should be on the back of the body. I've brought my bricks in here, and I want to bring them close to the body, just above my knees. And I'm going to put my head down, my forehead down onto the bricks. Now, you have to play with this a little bit. You want to find the position where the weight of your body is on back here, not on your head. We don't want a lot of weight on the head. This is just resting the head, okay? So play with your bricks. If you need a pillow in addition to this on top of the bricks, or I don't know, that's not going to, well, I guess you could put it up like that to make it a little higher if you'd like, but just play with it. Again, keep the weight of the body on the hips. Bring your hands to your ears, just touching the ears. And we're going to just butterfly open the shoulders or the elbows up and then down, up, then down, up. Couple more. Again, the weight of your body is on your hips, not on your head. Up and down. Release. Lift your head. Shake out your neck. Again, make sure you're not putting a lot of weight on your neck. If you have neck problems, you might want to be careful with this and just see how it goes. But the key is to keep the weight on your hips, not on the head. This is just to rest the head. Let's come back into that position, hands onto the ears. I'm just touching my ears. Now extend the hands forward. Bring the hands around to the back of the body, touch the back of the hands to the small of the back. Open the arms, bringing them up to the front and then back to the ears. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, around the body and touching the back. Back to the front, really nice and slow so you can really feel the range of motion and work with it. Let's do it one more time, reaching forward. Opening that shoulder, coming back to the back of the body. Bringing the hands out to the side, reaching forward and back to the ears. Bring your hands to the floor, lift the head. Again, shake out the head, shake out your jaw, make sure that you're not tightening there at all. One more. Head back to the bricks. Bring one arm around the front as though you're a ballet dancer and the other arm to the back of the body so your arms are sort of in an S curve. Now switch, bring the other arm in front of the head and switch the arms back and forth. Switch, 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 really feeling the range of motion in both arms, maybe any tightness, and trying to focus on opening one more time. And hands to the floor. You can move the bricks out of the way, come back into your child position, shake out your neck, relax in whatever way works for you. And breathe. When you're ready, let's press ourselves up. We're going to lay on our back for a while. And move the bricks. And we'll keep the bricks close. We are going to use them. Straighten your left leg. Take your time getting back onto your back here. If you want to do some wiggles and jiggles, shake your hips, feel free to do that. Straighten your left leg, bring your right leg up into the body and interlock your fingers on the outside of the shin. We're going to just do a nice little leg stretch here. Make sure you're pulling as you're stretching with your fingers over the knee. Aim towards your shoulder, so the outside of the body. Don't pull it up in towards your chest, but to the outside for the opening. And breathe. Maybe flexing that extended leg for a little more of a stretch here. Now, if you're in this position and you find it hard to keep your head on the floor, feel free to put a brick under your head or a blanket or even a small throw pillow if that makes you more comfortable. I don't want your head coming up like that. And breathe, finding your stretch. One more breath. Now, bring that foot down to the floor now. Take your straight leg and bring the foot up over your bent knee so that you're sort of creating a figure 4 with your legs. Take a moment here in this position, maybe running your hands along the skin of your hips so that your small of your back is closer to the floor. And then just work this position. You can use your hands to apply a little extra pressure to the bent leg if you'd like, the upper leg. Finding your stretch and breathe. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can stay in that position as long as it's comfortable and as long as you feel like you're getting a nice stretch. If you'd like, you can lift that bottom foot off the floor, interlock your fingers now behind your thigh, underneath your thigh, and pulling that upper bent leg in a little closer to the body. Now I'm on the small of my back here. This is where a lot of people may need to find their head lifting up off the floor. So definitely, if you can't keep the head on the floor, put something underneath it to support it. Even a beach towel or a blanket would work. And breathe. Feeling free to take any little wiggles or jiggles to just let things loosen up. If you're comfortable here and you'd like to go deeper, you don't have to, but you can stay here. This is a lovely stretch. If you'd like to take the hands in front of the thighs, if it's available to you, you can do so. This is a great stretch if you have sciatica, anything in the upper hip area, lower back. If you have knee issues, you may want to be careful here and not go too deeply. Just do what feels comfortable where you're getting a nice stretch. Perfectly fine to stay here for another few breaths. If you're comfortable here and you'd like to go deeper, release your left hand, cup your left bent knee with your hand. I have my elbow on the floor, so I'm just sort of supporting it. Extend the right leg straight. Reach now with the right leg. You can grab that, your calf there if you'd like. If you're good with that, you can go even deeper. Grab the inside of the foot. This is a deep stretch, so don't worry about it if you can't. I'm just giving options for those who might be a little bit more on the limber side and would like a deeper stretch. My foot is flexed. And I'm using this left hand under this knee to just gentle pressure here just to get a little bit more opening. Relax the jaw and the neck and breathe. When you're ready, let's release. Bring both feet slowly, unravel both feet. Let's do a little shimmy. We're going to do the other side now. So now extend the right foot, bend the left, interlock the fingers in front of the left shin. And stretch. Maybe flexing that extended foot to get a little deeper stretch in the groin. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. Now, again, you can stay in that stretch and work that for more breaths. If you'd like, you can bring that foot down to the floor. Now cross your other leg so that the ankle is over that thigh. Maybe using your right hand against that right knee to just gentle pressure to just get a little more opening. Whatever feels good, feels like it's a nice stretch. Breathing here. Now, as before, feeling free to stay here. Some people are very tight here. If you've done a lot of sitting in your life or had been a secretary or worked in an office job, this may be a very good stretch for you to stay here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, lift that left leg up and interlock the fingers behind the left thigh. Check your neck and your jaw. Encourage that leg up in towards the body for a little deeper stretch. Relax your shoulders and your face. Breathe. And again, either staying here or bringing the fingers now in front of the shin, a little stronger of a stretch. Feel free to go to that position if you'd like. I'm on the small of my back, so if you find that your back is arching up, your chest jutting out, make sure that you're either relax out of this a little bit and maybe go back to the prior pose, or try to relax your rib cage in towards the back of the body. Shoulders down. And as before, staying here, which is a very strong, lovely stretch, or you can release the right hand, elbow to the floor, hand cupping the right knee, straightening the left leg, grabbing that left leg wherever your hand reaches, or flexing the foot and maybe grabbing the inside of the foot. And breathe. Check your neck and your jaw, space between your teeth here. And breathe. You can release the foot, slowly bring the feet unraveled. Let's keep the feet above or the knees above the body. Hands on your knees. Let's just do some roly-polies to relax everything out. Now bring your hands on the inside of your legs. So I'm grabbing my thighs from the inside, and let the knees fall nice and wide as is comfortable. And then again, just some gentle movements, play with this, roly-polies to open up the thighs, the hips, getting just a little bit more stretch here in the groin. Relax the shoulders and your face. Staying here if you'd like. If you can go deeper, you can reach, and you don't have to, but if you can reach the feet, grabbing again from the inside of the feet and opening the feet so that the feet are about over the knees, coming into our happy baby pose. Again, keeping a brick under your head if you need it to stay supported. And then I like to just do some little roly-poly movements here, working those feet, just gentle little movements, feeling a nice stretch. This is a huge stretch for the lower back, the hips, the thighs, knees. Relax and breathe. Maybe feeling that you can put a little bit of pressure on the feet to get a little bit more of a stretch. Gentle here. And release. Now keep the feet above you. We're going to take a brick and we're going to put the brick between your feet long way. So I'm going to hold the brick with my feet. My knees are still wide. Hands are down at your side with your palms. I'm on the small of my back. Now you may even want to sort of roll your hips around so that you can lift just the lower part of your hips up and put your hands underneath the lower part of your hips for support, because I'm trying to keep my small of my back on the floor for this. Now, for some of you, this is a little core work. So pressing this brick with your feet and engaging your core, you may find this strong. So just stay with it here, play with it, press the feet and feel the core engage. Squeeze your core and work it. If this is fine and you're comfortable here, you can start moving the brick down. Keep the knees wide, just little motions here, lifting the feet up, down. Again, I'm not going down to the floor. I'm just moving the brick, going about a foot in motion, up and down. Engage your core and notice how this really engages the deep core muscles here. Keep the knees wide. It's also good for the inner thighs. Do a few more of these. Don't push it. Do what feels comfortable. Squeezing the core, squeezing the brick. Maybe one more. Take your hands out. Keep your feet up, but take the brick out between your feet and put it to the side. Now, keeping your feet like you're sitting in a chair, so you have like a 90-degree angle of your feet, of your lower legs to your upper legs. Bring your hands up to the sky with your palms facing to the sky. Gently begin to open both the legs, keeping the knees bent to the side. You don't have to touch the floor. Just go out and then gently come in. My back is on the floor. Don't let the small of your back lift up. If you find it lifting up, don't go so far wide. This is deep core work, and I understand this is very good for if you have trouble with urinary leakage. This reaches those muscles and helps to strengthen them. Very slow. The slower, the harder, as always. And do, 5, 10, as many as you feel comfortable doing. But it's slow work and really engaging your core, staying on the small of your back. My arms are shaking a little bit here. And so are my legs. Breathe. Maybe one more. And then let's bring the feet slowly down to the floor. Hands are at your side. Take your feet wide on the mat so that each foot is at the edge of the mat. Bring your arms into cactus arms. Don't worry if they don't touch the floor. My left arm doesn't. And we're going to slowly roll the legs over to the right and take the left arm and bring it to the floor. Now we're going to roll the legs to the other side slowly. Take the right arm to the floor. So I'm doing this slow roll back and forth with the knees side to side, simultaneously moving the hands up and down. And you can follow with your neck, looking to the side where your knees are going, and just playing with this motion a little bit. Couple more. And then let's come back to center. Grab a brick, put it between your knees. I'm putting it on the shoebox size. And squeeze the brick right at your knees there or slightly above. Have your big toes so that your toes are slightly pigeon-toed. Lift your hip skin up and roll it away from the back of the body. Hands are at your side. I'm going to inhale, press through those big toes and lift the hips up to the sky, keeping my gaze forward. As I come up with the hips, I'm going to lift and roll the shoulders underneath the back of the body. If it's available to you, you can work the hands in underneath the hips. You have to sort of keep moving your shoulders here to get them underneath. Pinkies down and press against my fingers are interlocked. Press the pinkies down, press through the big toes, and really work on a nice lift here. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. You're looking towards your belly button. Don't look right or left. And breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And now come down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, press through the big toes, lift the hips, squeeze the hips, work the hands in towards each other. If you can, if you can't, just keep them on the floor. Squeeze that brick, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, press through the pinkies, and release. Now, keeping that brick between your knees, take your other brick. This time, press through the big toes, lift up, and place the brick under your sacrum, which is the hard part between your, the lower part of the back, between your hip bones. It's a nice stable place. Put it on the low side, or if you'd like, you can put it on the second side. I would not go to the third side unless you've done this and your back is nice and flexible. But we're trying to get into a nice, gentle back bend, whichever one is comfortable. Again, the lowest position or the medium position. We just want the hips to feel supported. We're still squeezing that brick, pressing in through the big toes. Hands are at our side. Check your neck for relaxation and breathe. This is a gentle back bend. Couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, let's press through the big toes, lift the hips just enough to get the brick out. Lay the brick to the side. Bring the hips to the floor. Take the brick out between your knees. Bring your knees up over your chest. Interlock your fingers in front of them and give yourself a little hug. Apanasana, little roly-polies. Make some little circles. Bring the feet down to the floor, hands to the side, lift the hips, give them a little shimmy, loosen everything up. And down, maybe one more shimmy. And rest the hips on the floor. When you're ready, straighten the legs out and let's prepare for our Shavasana. Again, check your neck, your jaw. Move your hips around and get nice and comfy. Hands out at the side, palms up for receptivity, palms down for grounding, whichever you prefer. Checking the body, nice and relaxed. Normal breathing now. Close the eyes. Check your face for tension, space between your teeth. A nice deep breath and release it out. Coming back to the awareness of your breath. Gently begin to move your toes, your fingers. Roll the head from side to side. Bend your knees and let's gently roll over to the side of the body. Take a moment here with your eyes closed. When you're ready, press yourself up to your seated position, keeping your eyes closed for another moment. Hands to your heart, namaste prayer. Thanking your body for this ability to stretch and move and feel the life within us. Coming back to the intention, holding it close to your heart, releasing it out into the world. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a lovely week. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Any questions, comments, feedback? Love to hear from you. Please let me know. Take care.